Hi, welcome back to the bookshelf of timeless classics from the Daily Better, a channel dedicated to sharing personal growth insights through great books. Many of us are no strangers to the name Elon Musk, the man dubbed the Iron Man of Silicon Valley, founder of Tesla, and one of the few in the world to hold rocket launch and recovery technology alongside the United States, Russia, and China. He's a billionaire, a philanthropist, and a world-famous genius. But what many people may not know is the name Maye Musk, his mother. She too has led an extraordinary life. Elon Musk has two siblings. His brother, Kimball, runs The Kitchen, one of the most highly rated restaurant groups in the United States, while his sister, Tosca, is a filmmaker, screenwriter, and director in Hollywood. All three are highly accomplished, and all were raised by Maye Musk alone. Naturally, people wonder, how did she raise her children? What kind of precious upbringing did she give them for all three to achieve such success? By reading the book featured in today's video and understanding her life story, you'll find your answer. Elon Musk has said countless times in public, "My mom is my hero and my success comes from her nurturing and influence." The book I want to share with you today is her memoir, A Woman Makes a Plan, a testament to the resilience of Maye Musk. If you've read it, you'll know that her life has been far from smooth. She endured a turbulent marriage, trapped in 9 years of domestic abuse. At 31, she escaped her violent husband, becoming a single mother with not a penny to her name. Yet, even while raising 3 children, she earned 2 master's degrees and returned to the modeling world past the age of 60. She even went on to have her face grace 4 billboards in New York's Times Square. Today, at 77, Maye Musk is a global icon and a source of inspiration for millions. With her silver hair and radiant confidence, she carries a beauty that transcends age. Her life and career prove that we can live brilliantly without ever fearing the passing years. The more effort we put in, the more luck we will encounter. This book is her heartfelt message to all of us, sharing the wisdom she has gained through 5 key areas: beauty, adventure, family, success, and health, to help us suffer less and find happiness more easily along our journey. On the cover of her book, Maye Musk's expression is steady and self-assured, her eyes shining as if to tell us, "Make a plan, work on it, and every dream you have can become reality." So now, let's delve into her story of resilience and see what lessons we can learn from her to create a better life for ourselves. What doesn't kill you will only make you stronger. It's easy to envy Maye Musk's success and the richness of her life, so full of adventure and variety. But in truth, her journey was anything but easy. For many years, she endured domestic abuse. At 31, she made the brave decision to walk away from that marriage and raise her 3 children alone. When money was scarce, she moved with them through numerous cities across 3 different countries, constantly hustling to survive. In her toughest years, she worked 5 jobs at once. It wasn't until she was 50 that life began to stabilize, with a master's degree in nutrition and a career as a nutritionist, while still modeling part-time. Every time she arrived in a new city, she had to start all over again. She faced countless challenges, endured cold receptions at workplaces, and suffered rejection after rejection. There were moments of deep financial strain, unable to afford a car, unable to buy clothes, and living in the cheapest housing she could find. For a single mother of 3 at the age of 31, this was an unimaginably difficult life. The world seemed determined to knock her down, but she met it with courage, hard work, and unwavering optimism. When she recalls the darkest moments, she simply says, "No matter how bleak things look, there is always light ahead. And if the night is too dark, be the light yourself." She fell again and again and rebuilt her life each time. The harder she worked, the easier it became for luck to find her. In life, there are moments when we feel our fate is sealed, as though nothing can change it. But we must remember we always have a choice. We can choose how to face what comes, to complain, or to move forward with courage. Different choices create different lives. And when you choose to face challenges head-on, the pain you endure becomes your armor. What doesn't kill you will only make you stronger. That phrase could not describe Maye Musk more perfectly. After everything she has been through, she not only refused to be broken, but can now gently tell us, "I want you to know that there is always a way out." Calculated risk, that's the second key word in Maye Musk's life. It's a quality she has passed down to her son, Elon Musk. The ability to embrace risk is rare, and at times it can be the very thing that changes the course of a life. Maye's adventurous spirit came from her parents, especially her father. Her father was fiercely independent, with a lifelong dream of traveling the world. He even bought his own private plane and often took the whole family on flights to different places. In 1950, when Maye was just 2 years old, her father decided to move the family from Canada to Africa after hearing about the breathtaking landscapes of South Africa. They boarded a cargo ship and spent 2 full months at sea. Since they only spoke English, they originally planned to settle in an English-speaking inland area. But along the way, they passed through a Dutch-speaking town called Pretoria, where the sight of a city blanketed in flowers was so enchanting that they decided to stay. Her father also dreamed of exploring the Kalahari Desert in search of a lost city. So, every winter, the family would embark on a 3-week desert expedition, carrying all the food, water, and fuel they would need to survive. On one such trip, a lion wandered into their camp. Her father fired several shots with his pistol, and eventually, the lion climbed onto a sand dune beside the camp, watching them intently all morning. On another occasion, Maye's mother was bitten by a scorpion, and the children quickly worked to draw out the venom. They were also chased by ostriches and came face to face with crocodiles and hyenas. Through it all, young Maye never felt fear. She trusted her father completely. To her, he was a great man, fearless, adventurous, and a master planner. That became the family's way of life, adventurous yet careful. A reckless adventure can end in disaster, but a cautious life without challenges will always be dull and monotonous. Only a life that balances risk with careful planning can be both practical and exciting. Wouldn't you agree? And so, Maye Musk was raised with this mindset: take risks, but plan them well. It became one of her most powerful tools for overcoming life's hardships. From her father, she also learned not to follow trends, but to pursue her own path, to remain curious about the world, to try, to dare, to break away from the status quo, instead of living under the weight of others' expectations. This, she believes, is the greatest inheritance her parents left her. Money, in many cases, can do little to help. But character, the inner strength of a person, is what will see them through the most critical moments. Be beautiful from the inside out. At just 15, Maye Musk was invited to attend modeling school. But her modeling career came to a halt at 18. From a young age, she had never set her sights on becoming a top supermodel. Her real dream was to become a nutritionist. This choice came from one of her core values: a person's inner self matters far more than outward appearance. Once, during a casting, the director complimented her, saying, "You are truly beautiful." But Maye's reply left everyone stunned. "That's not the reason I'm here." It was seen as too bold, and it cost her a place in the final round. Yet she never regretted it, because she understood that in modeling, when everyone is equally beautiful, the standards for beauty only get higher. In that world, it's the beauty from within that truly makes someone stand out. Maye always stood by this belief. When she wasn't getting attention in the modeling industry, she supported herself and raised her 3 children through her work as a nutritionist. When it comes to beauty, she offers 2 pieces of advice. First, when choosing someone to love, don't pick a person who values you only for your looks, because if they only care about the outside, They will never truly see who you are inside. Second, always cultivate confidence. If your appearance isn't perfect, obsessing over it will only make you insecure and keep you from discovering other amazing parts of yourself. She affirms, anyone can be attractive by showing confidence, respecting others, and smiling at everyone around them. The best way to raise children is to let them be independent. At 31, Maye Musk was raising 3 children on her own in a tight financial and living situation. Yet, all her children eventually became remarkably successful. Many people wondered how she had raised them, what her secret was. She shares 2 key lessons. First, don't overprotect your children. Doing so will only make them irresponsible and disconnected from reality. Think about it. Do the children around you, or even your own, often act like the center of the universe, expecting all adults to cater to their needs and feelings? Many times at airports or in public places, I've seen children screaming when their parents refuse to give in. Kids who are overly pampered from a young age often grow up with poor social skills, and some may even develop extreme personalities. Their independence will be weak, they won't be able to take care of themselves. Over time, this erodes their confidence, resilience, and work ethic. Worse, it will harm their ability to adapt to society, understand their own worth, and ultimately find happiness. Before adulthood, family education is critical. If children don't learn independence at home, they'll face huge disadvantages in the real world. Overindulgence from parents, no matter how well-meaning, can hurt them. In this respect, Maye Musk's parenting style is something all parents could learn from. When life was still tough, Maye spent most of her time working because she had to provide a roof and food for her children. Many of us have been in similar situations. Her advice: don't feel guilty toward your children or constantly blame circumstances. Instead of bringing negative energy home, spread optimism to your family. Maye also recommends asking children to help with your work or chores. This was a habit she learned from her own parents. At age 8, her father asked her to help at his clinic and paid her a small wage, essentially an allowance earned through work. This taught her how hard it is to make money, to value every penny, and to understand her parents better. Helping with household tasks can also help children discover their talents and interests. They begin making plans, working hard toward dreams from a young age, and learning to make their own decisions early on. Her second lesson: teach good habits but don't decide their future for them. She says, people always ask how I raise successful children. Honestly, I just let them follow their own interests. It's really that simple. When they need you, support and encourage them. When they ask for advice, give them your most sincere guidance. Maye recalls a moment with Elon Musk when he got his first computer at age 12. He was thrilled and quickly learned how to use it. Soon, he coded his own video game. Maye encouraged him to send it to a computer magazine, which later published it and sent him prize money. This was a huge boost for a child, planting the seed of a dream and fueling his drive to pursue it. She did the same for her other 2 children, always stressing that kids must take responsibility for their own futures. Parents or siblings can only teach good habits, not choose their life path. If you're not born wealthy, find your talent and work hard. Regarding success, her life motto is, the harder you work, the luckier you get. She believes luck appears only when you've put in the effort. It's the light you've been quietly building over time. Her advice for everyone, rich or poor, is to forget your background. When you do, you'll have the confidence to achieve 3 things that lead to success. 1. Persist in what you want. 2. Stay optimistic. 3. Step out of your comfort zone. Maye often told her children, there's no absolute eyes waiting for you, but if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. From a young age, her kids learn to take initiative and seize opportunities. She has always lived this way too. Life often required her to move to new places, starting over each time. Even when faced with rejection and being ignored, She believed that by consistently sending out requests, someone would eventually respond. She never stopped improving herself and learning in the fields of nutrition and business. Every 5 years, she would take 75 one-hour exams to maintain her professional nutritionist credentials. This ensured she could restart her career anywhere in the world, which is how she eventually became president of the Canadian Association of Consulting Dietitians. In the modeling industry, she stepped out of her comfort zone and discovered a new version of herself at the age of 69. Her unique charisma caught the attention of fashion brand CoverGirl, and she became the oldest spokesperson in the company's history. Changing your eating habits can help you unlock your hidden potential. This is the final piece of advice you must hear from a true nutrition expert, because even past the age of 70, thanks to her knowledge of nutrition, she has maintained a beautiful, healthy, and energetic body. She exudes a presence that even the young can admire. First, Maye Musk emphasizes that the reason you should eat healthily is for your own happiness, not because of criticism, judgment, or comments about your body from others. Second, you don't need to copy other people's diets or follow trendy eating plans. To maintain a healthy diet, you only need to follow a few basic eating principles. For example, eat breakfast before 9 a.m., which means you'll need to wake up earlier. It's also best to divide your meals into smaller portions throughout the day. Eat whenever you feel hungry. Just make sure you have healthy snacks like nuts or fruit around you. In addition, learn to truly enjoy your food. Don't deliberately cut out certain foods or force yourself to eat healthy foods you dislike. Eating should be an enjoyable process. As long as you regularly consume vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, and dairy, you're on the right track. Another important habit is to learn how to identify and calculate your daily calorie and protein needs. For example, 1 egg contains 6 grams of protein, while 100 grams of fish contains 17-20 grams. These small calculations help you understand exactly what you've eaten each day. Finally, beyond healthy eating, you should exercise regularly and maintain good relationships. This will help keep both your body and mind in excellent shape. The above is my most concise summary of this book. The most important takeaway from reading this memoir is that we get to learn from an elderly woman who embodies resilience, confidence, and wisdom, a woman over 70 who inspires us to embrace our age. We don't have to fear getting older. Don't let wrinkles on your face become something to dread. Instead, let each decade of your life be better than the one before. And remember, the harder you work, the luckier your life will become. Thank you for listening to The Daily Better, a channel dedicated to sharing personal growth insights through great books. If you found today's video helpful, please share it with someone who might need it. Support us by clicking like, subscribing, and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss our weekly uploads. And if you have any thoughts or feelings to share, drop them in the comments below. Thank you, goodbye, and see you in the next video.